I'm telling you that corn syrup and sugar is the new tobacco. And you're saying, Damian, you're getting a little radical. Tobacco kills you. Well, if you believe some of the anger and the angle now being pushed is so does corn syrup and sugar. And you're saying, Damian, why are you telling us this? What do you grow in Colorado? Sugar beets. You are the 9th producer of sugar, I believe, in the United States of America. Over half the sugar in the United States comes from beets, not from cane. Most people do not know that, so you can take that little fact and go home with it now. Corn syrup is even more in the crosshairs of the people that push a food agenda. And there's always going to be a food agenda. That's what you got to realize. In the United States, we're so well fed, we're so well off that people take up food causes. And now it's corn syrup and sugar. Tobacco is a legal product. In fact, your government bought tobacco, put it in their rations, gave it to our soldiers as recently as the 1960s. In the 1990s, oversaw a $206 billion lawsuit against those very companies that they had been buyers of the product from 30-some years prior. Make sense to you? Are we going to see lawsuits against corn syrup and sugar? I think we might. Which brings me to Bud Light. Everybody believes that Bud Light created this whole corn-troversy, as I call it, but Bud Light had nothing to do with this whole corn-troversy, because you know what? Bud Light just capitalized on it, as any savvy marketing company does. Anheuser Busch is pretty darn good at advertising, aren't they? Who doesn't remember some of their great Super Bowl ads? After 9/11, when they showed those Clydesdales come out and salute the former Tylers, you about cried. You think Bud Light and Anheuser Busch don't know how to sell product? They didn't create the anti-corn syrup movement, they merely capitalized on it. I've been seeing this for 3 to 4 years. Type 2 diabetes is right now affecting 10% of our population. In the 1950s, it was 1 to 1.5%. You guys understand the problem here? Whether corn syrup is to blame or not, that's going to be the perception. In the 1950s, about single digits of our population were obese. Now, 37% of our country is obese. I'm not talking about insurance charts, just look around. I live in Huntington, Indiana, a factory and farming town half the year, folks. At the Walmart, we're not even going to bother with those little electric scooters anymore. We're going to switch to full-blown SUVs. Yes, we've got a problem in this country. Whether corn syrup's to blame or not, it's got the perception that it does. So Bud Light didn't create this, they just capitalized on it. I see less corn syrup in our future.